Hi everybody, this is Justina with JustynaTHandMade, and in today's video I'm gonna show you how to create your own AirTag holder. This is a quick free pattern. You can access the file following the link in the description below. Also, there is a link that takes you directly to the Cricut Design Space where I created the project, so you can just use that link to cut the pattern pieces on your Cricut machine. If you don't have a Cricut machine and you don't have access to Cricut Design Space, you can use the PDF file to cut your pattern, or convert the PDF to SVG to use with any other cutting machine that you may have access to. As you can see, this project doesn't require much material. I just use a small scrap of vinyl that I had, and all you need is just some kind of closure. I'm using the plastic snaps. They are easily accessible and relatively inexpensive. So if you're planning on making multiple of those, I would recommend the plastic snaps, but you can use regular metal snaps as well. Also, the O-ring that I'm using here is optional. You can use a regular key chain ring, or you can just use this tab to attach the AirTag holder directly to the key set that you already have in your purse. As I said, this is a free pattern, so if you want to create one, just follow the instruction in the description of this video and just sew along with me during this video to create your own Apple AirTag holder. If at any point of this video you enjoy my tutorial, please make sure to give the video a like, and if you are not yet a subscriber to my channel, please consider pushing the subscribe button. And now, if you want to see how quick this Apple AirTag holder comes together, please keep watching. To start our project, we're gonna prep our little pattern pieces and our supplies. So I cut out my little front and the back panel out of vinyl. I'm going to be using plastic snaps. This set comes with the setting tool, so all you need comes with the set. I'm also going to be using Gutenberg Mera 70 polyester thread. I would recommend using a thread that can be melted, because we're going to be top stitching on this project, so you want to make sure that you can secure the thread. If you are using a vinyl that may have a little bit of a fuzzy backing, you can use a lighter to just quickly melt any fuzziness or loose thread on the backing of your vinyl. That will give the project a nicer look. So now when we have our pieces ready, we're gonna prep them for top stitching. So you want to take a ruler and a marking tool, and you want to mark the beginning of your top stitch seam. That's gonna be 5/8 of an inch, measuring from the base of your tab. You're gonna do it on both sides. Repeat that on the smaller front panel. And now that you have both panels marked, you're gonna take them to the machine and you're gonna top stitch along this part of our back panel. We want to do that to give the vinyl a little more strength. If you think your vinyl is strong enough and you have no concern that it may split while you are using your AirTag holder, you don't have to do it. I like to give the vinyl a little more strength, so when it being pulled on, the thread provides a little more security to the tab. So take both panels to the machine and top stitch the back panel from the mark on the vinyl all around the tab back to the second mark, and on the front panel from the mark around the small tab and back to the mark. And you're gonna be sewing with 1/8 of an inch seam allowance and 3.5 stitch length. Also, if you think your vinyl has too much stretch and you don't want your AirTag to fall out through the opening in the front panel, you can top stitch around the opening, and you're gonna be top stitching with 1/8 of an inch seam allowance and 3.5 stitch length. So now let's take our panels to the machine and top stitch them. Now that I have my elements top stitched around this edge, around the inside opening and all around here, now I can put my AirTag pieces together. So you want to put them wrong sides together, make sure that they align nicely, clip, and to be able to see where your stitch should start, and they should start where our top stitching ended, you can use pin. Just insert the pin inside of the vinyl at the beginning of the stitch. Do the same thing on the other side so you can see where your stitch should end. And now that your project is prepped like this, take it back to the machine and sew, starting with the last stitch of the top stitching. So you want to place your needle on the end of your stitch and sew around the edge up to the last stitch on the other side. So you want to make sure you are back stitching well on the beginning of your stitch and on the end, and that your stitch start where your top stitching ended, and your seam will end where the top stitching started. So take it to the machine, top stitch around with the 1/8 of an inch seam allowance and 3.5 stitch length, using those stitches as the mark of the start and end of your seam. Now that I have my front and my back panels connected, we are done with the sewing part of the project. Now what's left to do is to install our snap. And first I'm gonna find a placement for my front snap, so I want it to be nicely in the middle. Sometimes you can just use the sharp part on the snap to just punch it through, so you don't need any additional tool to do so. So when I have that done, I'm gonna now place my female part of the snap and install it. So now that we have the female part of the snap installed, we're gonna create our loop. So you wanna fold the tab so it meets the edge of our pocket, and using the placement of the snap in the front, you're gonna find the placement to install your other snap. You're gonna place the cap from the back side. Make sure it's in the correct place, seems to be. And now you can install the male part of your snap. And now your AirTag holder is ready to use. You can attach the AirTag holder to your keys on your existing keychain ring, or you can slip it on an additional keychain ring, or use a spring-loaded O-ring to easily move the AirTag from item to item. The AirTag holder is now completed. I hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial. Don't forget to grab a copy of the pattern or to follow the link to the Cricut Design Space to create your own. If you would like to be notified about upcoming projects, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and to hit the notification bell. Till the next time.